Pastor George Borghardt, and this is another Higher Things video short. Talking to the dead. That's the subject of today's Higher Things video short. Day of the Dead, the commemoration of the faithful departed, November 2nd. It is the day set aside, like All Saints' Day, for families. Generally celebrated in the Western Church, not so much celebrated in Lutheranism, but it does give us an excellent time to sort of stop and look at talking to those who have fallen asleep. And just about anybody who loses a loved one talks to them. The best example of this was a lady who was true blue Lutheran. She was like the most Lutheran women I've ever seen. If you cut her, I'm sure she bled green Jell-O. You know, the sort of pistachio Jell-O that's always at a potluck. And she was at the casket of her husband of 50 years. She had gone through just about everything, which had been without even a tear. His death, his wake, his funeral. She had been a rock for her family. And now everybody was gone but her in front of the casket after the committal. And she looked at the casket and she said, "I'm really going to miss you. This is really hard." Did her loved one hear her? Is grandma looking down on us on a sunny day? Well, first off, here's what we know from the scriptures. What we know from the scriptures is that those who have fallen asleep in the faith of Jesus are underneath the throne. There they pray continually for us. They pray for us, for the Lord to come back for us. They pray for his return. So their prayers for us are directed specifically at what's best for us. The Lord returning, his advent. That's coming up for us in just a month. But so their prayers are located in Jesus. There is no promise in the scriptures that they are aware of what's going on. That they hear us. There is sort of that if they're praying for his return, there would be sort of a connection that they are aware of what's going on with us. But they know the cure to what's going on. It for us isn't a sunny day or the ball bouncing our way. It's Christ. It's Christ's return. Now, there is no promise. There is no promise for praying to them. Or talking to them, that'll affect our reality and all. In fact, we're sort of told to pray only to God. And I think there is a difference between sort of addressing someone you love and praying to them, but I'll leave that to you. But really, the promise is located where the saints direct us in Revelation. They direct us to the Lamb who died and rose again for us. So your prayers today, I hope, will be filled with thanking God for the life of the ones you love, the life that they lived in this life, the good that they did for you. No need to pray for their forgiveness. They're already forgiven. No need for pray for God to have mercy on them. He already has. They already know the grace and mercy of God. That won't help them. But the Lord would certainly do well and answer you thanking him for them. Thank you for me. Thank you for my dad. God, thank you for my grandparents, for all the good that they did in my life, all the good that their gifts to me still do. Thank you for them. And that's I think the best way to celebrate All Saints and All Souls Day is to thank God for those that we love who have fallen asleep. We will see them again. As surely as there is a resurrection, we will see those that we love again. And they will know us, and we will know them. But most of all, we will be known by God, who truly knows us and forgives us in the death and resurrection of Christ. Blessed All Souls Day to you and to your family. I'm Pastor George Borghardt, and this has been another Higher Things video short.